Thank you for tuning into Channel 19, your favorite nightly news channel. My name is Huda, and this is my co-anchor.
Good evening, I'm Mara, and welcome to Turn It Up News, bringing you eye-to-eye breaking news for May 3rd, 2019.
In our current breaking and recent news, on April 30th, 2019, scientists at Juniper Labs have found an injection that can stimulate the human mind and feed it with knowledge, forever ceasing the need for school. Scientists at Juniper Labs were left in shock when the creation of what was supposed to be an influenza vaccine had turned into something else. A doctor at a local doctor's office was administering a simple influenza vaccine to a 4-year-old, an everyday occurrence, right? Wrong. The parents of the 4-year-old child immediately called back the office after they noticed that their child had been solving high-level equations at a 10th grade level. The parents immediately called back the office because before the shot, the child had been acting normally. The people at the office then checked the administered shot and noticed it was, in fact, not the influenza vaccine, but it was an untested experiment the scientists had been working on and researching. The scientists then tested the injection on multiple other materials and noticed that they had become self-sufficient. They began running more tests, and little did they know that what they had created would change the world for the longest time to come. After many tests were ran, the scientists had supposedly unknowingly created a knowledge injection. The production and distribution of this knowledge serum is yet to be determined, but this truly is an innovation for the future which will unleash the power in the human mind. Now over to Merritt.
On another note, our nation has came across the biggest college admission scandal yet. This incident is not something people are surprised by, but very annoyed by. Involved with this not-so-shocking scandal are CEOs, actresses, a famed parenting book writer, a Newport Beach counselor, and university athletic officials from UCLA, USC, Stanford, Yale, and Georgetown. The Newport College counselor was the reason for the horrid incident. He allowed for applicants to bribe their way into college, a way to talk to college athletic officials and bribe them into giving them a way into college of their choice. Lori Loughlin is a well-known actress on the famous show Fool and Fuller House, is involved in this case and is paying a rowing coach at USC $500,000 to get her daughter Olivia Jade into the school and her other daughter Isabella. Olivia Jade is a social media influencer and is making a name for herself and has deals with Tresemme and Sephora. But after this scandal was brought to news, her brand deals have ended, but her internet fame has not, and this case has brought her even more fame. Most people aren't mad that they got into college, but that they took the spot of someone who has been training so hard and should be on the team. This is something that our society has been probably going through for a while, but just has been hiding the real fact of this situation. Up next, we have Sharar with our New York forecast for the day.
Thank you, Mayor. Today, New York is looking at a severe thunderstorm. This will likely block the sewer system in New York and completely destroy the plumbing of many New Yorkers. The storm will cause so much precipitation that the water will rise to an astonishing 4 feet. After this event, New York will be receiving some higher temperatures. Heat levels will go up 20 degrees, so I recommend staying inside this summer. Now back to the storm. The storm will cause all underground parts of New York to be severely flooded. This storm will also be a cause of severe lightning, so I recommend staying in an elevated area. Now time for our special features report with Ariel Rio.
Thanks, Shrar. I'm glad I don't live in New York. I'm here on the scene of the recently discovered dragon bones. Now you may be wondering how these pair of bones have been discovered. Well, it all started with a professor named Professor Oak, who was on vacation on his first hike on an island called Tahiti, when he tripped and noticed the bone-like hole. He closely inspected it and called in his team. They spent 5 days digging and preserving the bones. The total length of the dragon from tail to nose is 26 feet and 9 inches long. It is also thought that this is a baby dragon, as some of its body, like its rib cage, isn't as strong as normal animals. Many investigations are going on the other islands around it, and so far no one has found anything. The bones are going to a museum being built specifically for these bones. It too is also located on the island of Tahiti. More to come on this intriguing story. Now I'm going to hand it over to our sportscaster.
Thanks, Ariel. That was very interesting. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the first NFL team to hire 2 full-time women coaches, and they are trying to prove that women can handle the job just as well as men. Lori Lucas is the defensive line coach, and Marl Javadifar is the strength and conditioning coach. And this is going on currently, and they're strongly suggesting that other teams try it too. The first ever woman coach hired was a training camp intern in 2015. They are very happy with the decision because it also increases the talent pool they can have on their coaching staff. For many years, people have thought the NFL may be sexist, but now they are proving the job is just as good as women on board. Here we got Mr. Ario Rio on the scene, some very sensible insights. Ario, why don't you tell us all about it?
Thanks, Caden. Hi, I'm Ario Rio, back at the scene of a minor but interesting crime. What crime, you may ask? Well, it involves a shark and a 38-year-old man named Anthony Shannon. And Anthony stole a shark from an aquarium in Leon Valley and smuggled it to his house. What was his reasoning? Well, he told police that his previous shark had died. Why is this important to you, you may ask? Well, this isn't just any regular old criminal. He claims that he has 30 years experience with marine life, and he said he started when he was 8 years old. Now, how he stole the shark is the most interesting part. He put it in a baby stroller when no one was looking and smuggled it out with no one batting an eye. The aquarium noticed the missing horn shark and reported it to the police. He was caught 2 days later in his garage taking care of the shark. Police also reported that the aquarium was modeled after the San Antonio Aquarium. He is now facing charges of felony and theft and is being fined $2,000 to $3,500. Back to you, Caden.
Area. Now the national go-karting industry is tired of not being taken seriously. They have talked with the government, and they are making go-karting a professional sport. In 2020 in Florida, go-karting will have its first league year. They are hiring people to join the teams. They're also looking for coaching, staff, pit crew, and of course drivers. People are calling this mini NASCAR, and it's true. They are almost exactly the same, but mini, and it's kind of cool. We have 3 confirmed teams: the Florida Speed Demons, the Dallas Carters, and the Washington Lowriders. If you're like me and you are very excited about this new extreme exciting sport. Now over to Huda for our daily recent news reports.
Thanks, Caden. On Friday, April 2019, President Donald Trump tweeted out, "Due to the fact that Democrats are unwilling to change our very dangerous immigration laws, we are indeed, as reported, giving strong considerations to placing illegal immigrants in sanctuary cities only." The aggressive ongoing debate Trump has put forth, which has left the White House and the Department of Homeland Security stricken with indecisiveness, has shook our world to the core. Trump also mentions that he believes that the immigrants must be sent out of the U.S. and to sanctuary cities because we might as well do what they always say they want, Trump said at the White House. "We will bring the illegal," I call them the illegals, they came across the border illegally, "we will bring them to sanctuary cities areas and let that particular area take care of it, whether it is a state or whatever it might be." His new proposal has left the members of the White House undecided. Nancy Pelosi criticized his proposal, saying that it demonizes migrants. "The extent of this administration's cynicism and cruelty cannot be overstated," Pelosi's spokeswoman Ashley Etienne said in a statement to the Post. "Using human beings, including little children, as pawns in their warped game to perpetuate fear and demonize immigrants is despicable," which truly speaks about his despicable actions that have forever impacted the nation. Now over to Merritt with our final recent news report. Take it away, Merritt.
Thank you so much, Huda, for that insightful information. Now, last but not least, police confirmed that a woman who died after 8 days in a Dominican Republic ICU was a missing New York tourist. Parida Ravanel was one of the New York tourists that was missing. Authorities have found her body and was in a Dominican Republic ICU for 8 days before dying. She was identified with her fingertips. The National Police believe that Car Ravanel and Orlando Maru, which is another New York tourist that was missing, went into the ocean earlier on March 27th, not long after the pair left to the airport to catch a flight home to New York. Detectives have talked to fishermen and said they heard a loud noise on March 27th by the cliff. Moore's body still hasn't been identified, but has been found. The case is still open and yet to be solved.
That's all for today, folks. Thanks again for tuning into Channel 19, and we'll see you again tomorrow.